Right, I've decided the switch panel's coming out. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to go with a 24-hour restore on this one. I'm going to get it back out for sale. Pretty sharpish, hopefully by the weekend. So just going over the connections here. Just turn that down a bit, it's a bit hot. Yeah, I'm just going over the connections and resoldering them. I'm going to try and leave the left-hand connections on. Just adding a bit of soldering. Fresh always helps when you desoldering to add fresh soldering. I have taken pictures of this as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get it back together. I'll do what with it else. Seems a bit drastic this, but it's as long as you take some good pictures, it makes life a lot easier if this switch panel is out the way. Right, I'm going to use a solder sucker on these ones here. Be careful not to put too much heat into these boards because the traces lift real easy. Right, let's have a look then. So they'll come out. There. Got a couple here. Come out. Try and keep the wires roughly where they went. Yeah. Here, so that'll come off, green wire. As I say, you don't really have to take all of these off, but say some good pictures. Some good pictures help no end. Right, these are the tricky ones in here on these pins. That's where a desoldering gun helps you, because they wrap them as well. No, that was not quite gone. That one's off. That was not quite there. That was not quite there. Of course, you can do it with braid as well, so come on, module, you want to come out, you know you do. There we are. There it should come. Nice little module. Again, I do try and keep the wires roughly in the same place as they come out. Okay, nearly there, something's holding it. Here we go, this one. It's been particularly tricky. I remember on the other board that this was all soldered in together, but these are slightly different, these newer ones. Let's put a blob of solder on here. Sure, that'll get it moving. Let's pull this. Attempt to pull this purple wire off. There we go. But we've still got to unsolder it from there. He's fighting well, this one, but he's not going to win. Okay. Let's get some braid on the situation. pig that is. Don't touch that, Graham. Nice connection. Too bloody nice, that's the trouble. Yay! Now, shall I take that side out as well? Okay, I've managed to get the switch panel out. What it was, I had another wire that was hidden in underneath here, attached. So there we are, everything's exposed. There's all my wires for my module. It's gonna be tricky. So hopefully I'll keep those wires on and they'll pull through the holes. If not, I'm gonna have to unsolder them. I can see I'm gonna have to unsolder them, I'm sure. Right, that's that. That one's bent up. Feels a bit loose, that one. So I've got to desolder that one there. And these on this side of the board. Then we are good to go. Let's pop the desoldering gear on and get this module out. So I've got one there that I've already refurbished, LP1171. This has been fitted with AF127s. That one's been refurbished. I'm sure there's another one here. And that one's awaiting refurbishment, but I think I have whipped that one out to have a look. Yeah, okay. So what I'll probably do is I should pop this one in there, and I should whip the other one out and refurbish that one for the next radio. Okay. I think we are in business. Just going to heat that one up and pull them away from the board. I don't want to lift the trace on any of these. The holes in these are all going to have to come off. Yep. Just using a little bit of braid to remove the excess solder off of these pins. Okay. One module. There we are. As you can see, someone's had a right old go at this one. Oh dear, oh dear. This will be interesting. Oh my god. Right. Cool, the board's even broken there, that. Not damaged any tracks though. Yeah, that one is salvageable. Good job. Don't know what someone was thinking there. Never mind. So this one's going back in. Sure we are right. 2. So say this one's got the AF 127s in it. A couple of the pins are a little bit short on this one, but it should be okay. Let's try it in and see. Otherwise we'll have to extend them. There we are. No, pins are all good. Good job. Right, so let's get that one out of the way. Oh nasty, oh! In the refurbishment bin. So you bend this one over. Put some solder on that one. Going to use a bit of flux. Again, these are old modules. Let's put the heat up a little bit. First one in. Nice and flush to the board. module swapping. Just going to go over these once more with a bit of flux. Make sure they're nice and clean. Flux seems to be solidifying in the tube here for some reason. Right, so I'm going to tin all these wires. So 6 pins, 4 wires. Time for the photos. Okay, hopefully you can see I've reattached the 4 solid wires to the pins of the module. It's held in by this one, which is firmly secured down to the board. I've soldered the other side back in. It's just a case now of getting this switch panel back in over. What I will do though, while I've got it out like this, I'm going to go ahead and just zoom out a bit. I'm going to go ahead now and clean all this up, get all this muck off of it, clean these buttons up, and I'm going to put some switch cleaner through all these switches and give them a good going over. So much easier to do it out of circuit. Saying they're not too bad, these, but as I say, unfortunately the board does cover up a lot of them, so I'm going to take advantage of it being out of the way and give it a good clean up. So right, I'm still carrying on with this. Getting a bit of a mess on the bench now. I'll just stop and do a clear up in a minute, I think. So I'm just popping this, before you do any soldering, trust me, just tighten this back up, because if you solder everything back up and haven't tightened this up, you'll find that all your buttons won't match up with the holes. So trust me, I know, because I've done it. Last one I did, well not this one, the R707, take it totally apart again, just purely because I ain't done this. So buttons all nice and straight. So you'll see I've got my wires all poking back through. Four. So they're straightforward. That's the trickiest ones. So I'm going to go and start reassembling all this now. Hopefully I can get it all back. Switch bank back in. Module in. Now, this is my replacement module, which has got the AF127s in it, so no expense spared there. 3 AF127s have been put in that to rebuild it, and all the electrolytics in it have been changed as well. So the diodes were checked, so that's had a full refurb, that module. This is the one I've just popped out. As you can see, we've got AF115, AF116 and another AF115 in this one. Board traces, the traces haven't broke, but the board's broken across to that resistor there. But doesn't look like that's caused any issues. So again, this one will be refurbed. I say I shall swap out all these little blue electrolytics. I've only found one of them to be faulty once. I'll also check these other capacitors. I'll make sure the diodes are all okay. As I say, this was working, but obviously these did have shorts on them, so I think once I've changed those 3, I'll be pretty much home and dry. So again, that'll be another project for another day, just to quickly go through that one, check it over and put it back in the pile, ready for the next R600. And I have got quite a few of these. As I say, this is one of my bargain finds of the weekend, of the bank holiday weekend. So I just thought I'd give it a quick going over. That module, I suppose, from taking it out to put the new one in, it's taken me an hour and a half, I reckon. Maybe slightly more, maybe slightly less, I don't know. I've had tea in between, so all good. As I say, at the moment I've still got the headphone socket bridged out. I've also got the power socket bridged out as well. I've not got the external aerial socket connected back up, and I've got a temporary connection for the aerial, for the FM aerial. So let's hit it up with some power. Power on. The usual noise, which must mean I'm on long wave. Yep.
Qui règne aujourd'hui est le petit-fils du fondateur, Kim Il-sung, et il est le
Long wave
fils
picking up.
du deuxième leader, Kim Jong-un.
French stations, excellent.
Dynastie. J'ai profité de l'occasion.
France,
La Russie saute.
somewhere over here. It should be radio 4. Let's turn some things off a minute. There we go.
Je peux vous y aider, hein? Marionnette des caciques du régime.
Right, let's try medium wave.
Back around to your microphone again. Before I let you go, last time you came...
Very sensitive, actually. most of that noise that you're hearing is my power line adapter for my Wi-Fi, so apologies for that. Turn off all the other bits. Right, enough of that noise. Let's go on to FM. Much quieter.
Oh, it's alright.
Neil, thanks very much. Tonight's Paul Moss is in a Latin American country with severe economic problems, where there's an attempt underway to remove the left-wing leader through constitutional means. But it's not Brazil. We'll also hear the strains of... There are reasons for the way that this world works. There are reasons, and though sometimes it's still hurts.
That's got a bit of volume, that does.
If you can't find love in a hurry, don't fret, don't fret. Love's not giving up yet. It's hard.
Testing this for hearing aids at Boots. They're so small they might.
The lovers and the others that I've run from.
That's just on a bit of wire at the moment, so... So, I would think that is a fix. All done. As I say, a couple of things I've still got to do. I'm going to have a look at this speaker wire, probably change that out. I'm going to service the power socket, but as I say, I don't know whether anybody will plug it into an adapter. If they do, they'll probably reverse polarity it and it'll need doing all over again. Yeah, not much more to do really. I'm pretty happy with the sound of it, so I don't think there's any need to delve into the audio section in here and start messing with capacitors, because as I say, they're the sort of blue Phillips types. I have had them go before, especially this larger value one, 680 microfarads and a 470 in there. I've had the 680 go a couple times, go a bit high, so I will check them, but I'm not going to change them, not unless they're very badly out. That's pretty much it, to be fair. That's the electrical restoration pretty much done. No need to really do an alignment on these. As I say, you can't really do a lot to the IF strip because it's all in this module, which has got a nice big label that's usually stuck over it. I think I put it in here. Do not touch, do not pass go, or you will be shot by Roberts. So anyway, as I say, that's the module in, job done. That's a nice sounding radio now, just to get it looking a bit better cosmetically, and we shall stick it on eBay, I expect. Thanks for watching.